This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Enjoy the action and excitement of NCAA Division II athletics at Augustana.
Augustana Sports Flashback is brought to you by Schoenemann's. Coach Dave Kraus' Augustana women's basketball team battled their way to a 71-52 victory over number 6 ranked Wayne State in front of 2,452 enthusiastic fans at the Elman Center. With the win, the Vikings upped their record to 12-3 overall and 9-2 in the NSIC. The Augustana ladies are now tied with Wayne State for the conference lead. The Vikings got out to a 28-25 halftime lead and extended the margin in the second half to claim the big win. Alex Feeney had a tremendous game for Augustana as she scored 25 points and hauled down 11 rebounds. Lydia Nelson added 17 points and 6 boards. Molly Hayes contributed a strong floor game as she dished out 7 assists while only committing 1 turnover. The Vikings shot 49% from the field and 71% from the free throw line in the victory. In men's basketball, Coach Tom Billiter's team got past Wayne State 63-49 in front of 3,037 fans at the Elman Center. Augustana led 26-25 at halftime, but outscored the Wildcats 37-24 in the second half to improve their record to 10-5 overall and 7-4 in the NSIC. Senior Cody Schilling led the way for the Vikings as he scored 15 points, snared 6 rebounds, and passed out 3 assists. Cameron McCaffrey added 12 points, with Leif Noland and David Fritsch each coming down with 6 rebounds. The Vikings shot 44% from the field and made 20 of 23 free throws on their way to the home court victory. Augustana out-rebounded Wayne State 34-30 and played solid team defense in the second half to seal the win. In wrestling, Coach Jason Reifmeyer's 5th-ranked team claimed the consolation title at the National Wrestling Collegiate Association Duels in Springfield, Illinois. The Vikings went 4-1 at the meet as they defeated Findlay University of Ohio 27-12, Northern State 25-15, Limestone College of South Carolina 23-11, and Central Oklahoma 16-15. Augustana's lone setback at the duels was a 21-10 defeat against number 4 Nebraska Kearney. And all other Augustana sports teams are working hard this winter. The indoor track teams are beginning their competition, while the baseball, softball, tennis, and golf teams are all holding workouts inside. And Augustana's football coaches have been on the road working on the recruiting process as signing day comes up in early February. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augustana men's basketball with Coach Tom Billiter. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition. By Schoenemann's, your trusted building center since 1888. And by Mid-Continent Communications, part of your community.
When I was young, I loved helping my grandfather with projects. From building a birdhouse to odd jobs around the house, we always got our supplies from Schoenemann's. I remember the smell of the fresh-cut lumber and all the bins full of nails, nuts, and bolts. Today, my projects are a bit bigger, and so is Schoenemann's selection. I rely on them for everything I need.
Schoenemann's in Sioux Falls and Harrisburg. Expert advice, everything you need.
You can always do it right with Schoenemann's.
Cleaning hard water spots takes time and effort. Be sure your water softener is working properly. Your Culligan man can make sure any brand water softener is working by performing a 10-point inspection for only $19.95. That's Culligan. Better water, pure and simple.
Even the highest efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan High Efficiency water softener can. The Culligan High Efficiency saves you up to 46% in operating costs, and it makes your glasses look 100% beautiful.
More people are leaving BMW, Mercedes, and Lexus for Audi than ever before. For exceptional values on the Audi A4, visit your local dealer today.
With
With every click of a Life Touch camera, a school memory is captured. Education benefits. And children are safer. Life Touch school portraits. Great things come from great pictures.
Hi, I'm Chad Greenway of the Minnesota Vikings. I'm a big fan of how youth sports can help kids stay physically fit. But as an athlete and a parent, I'm also very concerned about safety. Millions of sports-related concussions happen every year, and many go unrecognized. That's alarming because the wrong treatment can slow recovery, worsen the condition, or lead to permanent damage. Please learn the facts about concussions and help protect our young athletes.
To learn more, visit sanfordhealth.org/heads-up.
The Augustana Men's Basketball Report is brought to you by Sanford Health.
Joining me now is Augustana men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Well, Tom, it's right after the Wayne State game here at the Elman Center. Great victory for the Vikings, who came out on top 63-49. It was hard fought, but your thoughts, Tom?
Well, I'm glad we got the win. You know, I thought Paul did a great job for Wayne. You know, every time we'd get something going, timeout. You know, we'd get a flow going and they'd run the clock down to 3. You know, they just did a great job of controlling tempo, and those are never fun games. And then on top of it, as we were talking earlier, we had some great looks early. You know, and we just missed 2 3-foot shots that we just got to make, and it's so easy after 3 or 4. I mean, we had a number of them. You can just hang your head and quit playing defense, and we never did. I thought we defended well. Very fortunate. We're 6 for 20 from the field in the first half. 1 assist to 9 turnovers. Fortunately, we hit our free throws. But we go down in the locker room up 1 with some of just most disgusting statistics ever. And credit Wayne. They played hard. They wanted to win the game. I'm not trying to take anything away from them, and their style was difficult. But thought our kids hung in there, and I thought, obviously the second half we could get a little bit of flow going. And some kids stepped up, and I just thought it was a good team effort, and I thought our bench really helped us.
Yeah, super win. Well, last week, before we were going on the air, we were talking about all the points that were scored when we played Bemidji State
202
here in
points.
Duluth.
Yeah.
So talk about what you did this week in practice.
And part of that had to do with their style of play from Wayne, but this week in practice, we put bubbles on the rims, so you just know that you had to rebound every shot, and you knew you were going to have to do things right defensively. And we really got after. We practiced for 90 minutes, 2 hours on nothing but defense, and then we go to we're practicing longer probably right now than we did earlier in the year when everybody was hurt. But regardless of all that, we're trying to get better at things. And we're really good defensively tonight. We got to put it all together. We were offense 2 weeks ago, and that's all we worked on. Put in some new sets. We did great with those last weekend. Well, now we got to put the whole thing together, which is exciting because when we do, we got a chance to be a pretty good team.
Well, Tom, there's a long way to go in the league race, but what are your thoughts on the conference right now?
I think it's playing out about how I thought. I did think that when we played Southwest State here, I thought they were a very, very good basketball team. Obviously, Winona with Clayton Vetty inside and other great players there. They have a lot. There's C.J. Erickson. They got 4 transfers. They're very talented. Moorhead's. It's about where I thought it was. You've got a little bit of separation starting to play out. But you watch Upper Iowa on TV last night lose in overtime at Moorhead, and we've all been waiting for, Crookston's in every game, it seems like. So even the teams that maybe are down a little bit are so dangerous and just so talented. So it's just another great year, maybe one of the best years ever in terms of balance in the league, and it's just every night's just a war.
Well, the Vikings hit the road here this week, a couple of tough ball games, and it starts out first, Tom, a real dangerous one down at Upper Iowa.
Yeah, and we were up 21 one time there a couple years ago at the half, up 21 and lost. Not an easy place to play. They'll put those football players right there on that end, and the gym's
like you, right?
And the gym's about the size of this classroom. It's a small place with not a lot of seating, and so they'll be ready for us. And Brian, I tell you, he's doing a great job. Those, Wensing last night was just a star, and they're a very, very good basketball team, and so we've got to come in there and play as well as we possibly can, and then get on the bus and drive up to Winona and play the first place team. So, it's a good weekend. It's an exciting weekend. We'll have our kids focus this week and really try to get better in practice.
Well, I know that you're going to look first at that Upper Iowa game, but let's talk a little bit more about Winona. What's made them such a good team so far?
They have a lot of players back, and you've got a Post who I think could be playing in the NBA someday. He was Mr. Basketball from Iowa, played at Iowa State. A strong kid, very talented. But it's not just Clayton Vetty, although he's incredibly good. They've got a very very well-rounded team. They're athletic. They play hard. They've won. They always win. They're used to winning. So you've got a combination there of kids that expect to win, and we've had some good success against them. I think we've beaten them the last 5 or 6 times in a row that we've played them, including NCAA tournament games. So they'll be fired up to play us, and they'll be ready to go.
Well, it's a big weekend ahead, Tom, so good luck to you and the Vikings.
Thanks, Bill.
The Augustana Women's Basketball Report with Coach Dave Krauth is next.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
My eye was a tumor and it hurts in my head and it's right here. I have 3 favorite colors, red, pink, and purple. I like to draw fairies, princesses, and clothes. I want to be, when I grow up, a clothes modeler. It models clothes. This is my victory.
The Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. With 6-team national championships since 2006 and 18 individual national champions, the NSIC has developed into the premier Division II conference in the upper Midwest. The NSIC boasts 14 schools competing in 17 sports, all committed to one common goal: athletic and academic excellence. The Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference, a proud member of NCAA Division II athletics.
They're not that easy to come by. The teachers who engage us. The truly gifted ones. The ones whose words stay with us for days or even years. The odds are you'll only know a few of them. Unless you go to Augustana. Then your chances are greatly improved. Augustana.
Why do you play? Why go through all the pain, the endless practices? For the victories? For the joy of playing the game? Or do you play for something even greater? If you already know the answer, we're the network for you. Midco Sportsnet. This is how we do sports.
The Augustana Women's Basketball Report is brought to you by Mid-Continent Communications.
With me now is Augustana Women's Basketball coach Dave Krauth. We're right after the game at the Elman Center. The Vikings with a huge victory over Wayne State, 71-52. The number 6 team in the nation, the team that was leading the league. A lot of build-up for this one, Dave, but the Vikings didn't disappoint. What a great win.
Yeah, I was just happy with, we played hard for 40 minutes, and I really thought our last game, I had that feeling too. Not going to make all the plays, hit all the shots, and we probably had a few poor turnovers, but we just were there, and we make them, for the most part, earn what they got on the offensive end, and then, we got enough, and 71 against them is pretty good. I mean, they just don't give up points, and Alex Feeney had a heck of a game.
She did. Let's talk offense first, and in particular, Alex, 25 points, 11 rebounds. She had a great game.
Yeah, and we went inside a little bit early in the game where they isolate their defensive post and make you, either dribble attack or go into your post and play some one-on-one, and I thought Lydia had a couple nice moves, and we got a couple out of Alex in the first half, but then in the second half, after we'd gotten a little stagnant in the second part of the first half, went to her again, and she really delivered.
Yeah, and Molly Hayes, a great floor game, 7 assists, only 1 turnover.
Yeah, no, that is, and boy, I noticed it as the game went on, because she really tries to think for the team, and that's that quarterback out there. You get great play out of, Emily Schulte didn't play quite as many minutes tonight. She'd been hurt all week, but Sean Tiva gets after him, and you get that, but that little extra leadership is what Molly will give you.
Yeah, it was just a super team effort on the offensive end. The defensive end, Dave, you held them to 52 points. They have a great, great player, the best player in the league, arguably, in Ashley Arlen. How did you kind of stagnate her?
Well, I mean, they are somewhat predictable. I mean, they've got counters to some of their sets to her, but they get her the ball on the left side of the court. She's a lefty. She tends to turn to her left hand, and she makes tough shots, and she's got a step back three. So she's tough to guard, but you know we made her earn most of them, and where she just didn't have maybe sometimes the kind of shot where you can get comfortable.
Well, there was a lot of energy in the Elman Center here, a great crowd and a great win for the Vikings. Dave, you're at the top of the league right now. I'm sure you wish the conference race was over. We're halfway through though. Wish we were there. It's 9-2 right now. The Vikings are. Are you a little bit surprised by where you're at?
Yeah, I am. You know, this team has matured. I've used that word before, and you can kind of see it on a day-to-day basis. You know, we're figuring out where we can go and you know, just how to play between each other, whether that's just chemistry on passing or whatnot. So, you know, like I said, it is the halfway point. I mean, our schedule is tougher with 7 road games now in this second half, but boy, I'll take where we're at right now.
Yeah, great at 9-2 in the league here. Well, the Vikings do hit the road for 2 tough ones. It starts out at Upper Iowa. That's a dangerous one, I'd say, at this point, Dave.
Their last week, their home games, they lost a cliffhanger to St. Cloud by 2 or 3, and then beat Concordia by 20. And down there, off their court, they haven't been very good, as their record might indicate. And then, of course, we follow up with Winona, and they're sort of hitting stride right now. So it'll be another tough road trip.
Winona had kind of a slow start, but they had quite a few injuries.
Yes,
right?
they had some injuries, a couple concussions where kids missed a game or two, and they're sort of back now with most of them, and like I said, sort of hitting stride. So that'll be a tough challenge for us.
Well, Mary, I believe, had won 8 games in a row, and they lost here.
Well, Mary and Mankato had both had long winning streaks, and they played tonight. So I mean, it was a very close game. I think I saw the score, but both very good teams, and we'll play them both again.
Well, the league has a long ways to go, but the Vikings are off to a super start, and Dave, you're a fun team to watch. Good luck to you and the Vikings.
Thanks, Bill.
Up next, Augie Sports Focus. Stay with us.
You may have met one. The teachers who challenge. The ones who motivate. The ones who can fire imagination. The ones, in short, that you'll find at Augustana. Now, maybe you don't believe that one college could have so many great professors. If so, you're in for an education. Augustana.
I was half the person I used to be, literally. I knew that if I didn't have the strength that I'd back in my body, I'd never be able to ride my Harley again, and that was one of my other goals I had, was to be able to get back on the bike. Just being able to get out and experience, the area and the surroundings on the back of a bike is so much different than being in a car. You can smell the smells as you drive through, you can hear the sounds. It's just great. This is my victory.
You travel these parts like we have, and you can't miss it. Pride. Pride in who we are, where we're going, and where we want to be. It brings us together, makes us better. We've learned some truths along the way. Talent. It isn't measured by geography. Small town doesn't mean small time. And every battle is epic to those in the fight. This is how we do sports.
Cleaning hard water spots takes time and effort. Be sure your water softener is working properly. Your Culligan man can make sure any brand water softener is working by performing a 10-point inspection for only $19.95. That's Culligan. Better water, pure and simple.
Even the highest efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan High Efficiency water softener can. The Culligan High Efficiency saves you up to 46% in operating costs, and it makes your glasses look 100% beautiful.
When I was young, I loved helping my grandfather with projects. From building a birdhouse to odd jobs around the house, we always got our supplies from Schoenemann's. I remember the smell of the fresh cut lumber and all the bins full of nails, nuts, and bolts. Today, my projects are a bit bigger, and so is Schoenemann's selection. I rely on them for everything I need.
Schoenemann's in Sioux Falls and Harrisburg. Expert advice, everything you need.
You can always do it right with Schoenemann's.
Augie Sports Focus is brought to you by Schoenemann's.
Joining me now is Augustana basketball senior Molly Hayes. Molly, it's great to have you with us. We're right after the big win here at the Elman Center. The Vikings knocking off number 6 ranked Wayne State, who had been leading the league. We're now tied with them in the league, 71-52. Molly, what a basketball game. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice knowing we only had one game to play this weekend, because our biggest thing is making sure we have energy for every game. And I think our defense really set the tone. I mean, even after that first weekend of conference plays, I mean, we just knew that that's going to carry us. So once we got that going, it seemed that everything else just kind of went right for us.
Yeah, things are really rolling for the Vikings and for Molly too. Great game tonight overall, scoring 6 points, but probably more importantly, 7 assists. And only 1 turnover. And one thing coaches always look at is what's called the assist-to-turnover ratio. And you had a great one tonight, Molly.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm since playing for coach now for 6 years. I mean, that's always in the back of my head is turnovers. That's probably the biggest thing. And so, I mean, I'm really conscious of that, especially against the zone. I mean, their hands are always moving, and Wayne, they played all year, so they get in the passing lanes. But we did a better job attacking and then being able to pass the ball.
Molly alluded to the 6 years, so fans, let's just kind of go through this. Molly redshirted her first year, then she was playing. She had a knee injury in which year?
Third year, after I played.
So she missed a year, and then it was a decision of whether to come back again. You go through kind of a hardship process with the NCAA, and thank goodness Molly made the decision to come back. So old-timer, how's it feel to be in year number 6?
I mean, it feels good. I could tell the end of last year, I mean, I wasn't ready to give it up. And I'm really happy I came back. I mean, this team is one of the most fun teams to play with. We're really unselfish. And, I mean, everyone is just in it to win.
Yeah, and tonight, you know, it just seems like we take what they give us. And when it's the outside game, we get that going tonight. You know, the game that was there was the inside game. And you guys did a great job of getting it to Alex and Lydia.
Yeah, and it was funny because this whole week going against the zone, I mean, we've just been shooting I don't know how many threes, and everyone's been really on, so we're kind of excited. Then I hear we only made like 2 tonight, but I mean, when we have Feeney and Lydia being as efficient as they were in the post, I mean, we just got it to them every time almost.
Yeah, and it's got to be different for you too now playing with 2 other really quick guards out there. Sometimes all 3 are out there at once, and Shantiva Ashley and Emily Schulte. That's got to be fun.
I mean, it's nice having some other girls that just help you get after them. And those 2 have just been playing amazing on defense this year, and they kind of really energize everyone else to pick it up.
Yeah, well, it's been a great year for the Vikings, and certainly a year that we've been proud of. Molly, we talked in Sports Scene here before about your other goals in your life, and what are you planning after basketball finally ends?
Probably get a job. I think 6 years of basketball is enough. I'll probably just be looking for a job as soon as basketball's done.
And you're thinking about nursing?
Yep, nursing.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, Molly, you've had a great career. We got a long ways to go yet.
Yep.
We got a chance to win this conference, so let's go do that. So thanks for all you've done for Augustana and Augustana ladies basketball. Good luck, Molly.
Thank you.
The Augustana Sports Spotlight is next. We'll be right back.
The most difficult times require the right team. Where we fight disease, discover cures, and believe in the power of play. That's the art and science of healthcare. The things we do with children every day at Sanford Children's.
Here's to all you crazies. You, the hometown diehards, the fanatics. That's what a fan is, after all. You live or die by what happens on the field, on the court, and in your heart every time your team plays. So, let your freak flag fly. We're here for you. Midco Sportsnet. This is how we do sports.
More people are leaving BMW, Mercedes, and Lexus for Audi than ever before. For exceptional values on the Audi A4, visit your local dealer today.
They're not that easy to come by. The teachers who engage us. The truly gifted ones. The ones whose words stay with us for days or even years. The odds are you'll only know a few of them. Unless you go to Augustana. Then your chances are greatly improved. Augustana.
There's just times that there's a lot of darkness. I would be in church looking at the PowerPoint and just thinking, this could be my funeral, this could be my pictures up there. The day came when I could actually stand in front of our congregational family and I could sing a solo, and that was so huge because I had forgotten how beautiful a song could be in my heart. My word is celebrate.
Cleaning hard water spots takes time and effort. Be sure your water softener is working properly. Your Culligan man can make sure any brand water softener is working by performing a 10-point inspection for only $19.95. That's Culligan. Better water, pure and simple.
Even the highest efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan High Efficiency water softener can. The Culligan High Efficiency saves you up to 46% in operating costs, and it makes your glasses look 100% beautiful.
The Augustana Sports Spotlight is brought to you by Culligan Water Conditioning. Coach Dave Krause, Augustana women's basketball team, had a fantastic 2011-12 season as they posted a 24-7 overall record and finished 18-4 in the NSIC to claim second place. The Vikings then advanced to the NCAA Regional Tournament where they defeated Colorado State Pueblo before falling to NSIC champion Wayne State. Augustana's lone senior Molly Hayes capped off her stellar Viking career by becoming the school's all-time assist leader with 612. Molly also moved up to 5th place in the all-time scoring chart with 1,535 points. Junior Alex Feeney had a phenomenal season as she averaged 16.4 points and 7.4 rebounds per game. Junior Lydia Nelson also had a strong year as she tallied 11.2 points and 5.2 rebounds per contest. With a wealth of experience coming back and a strong recruiting class joining the team, fans are already excited about the 2012-13 women's basketball season at Augustana.
You've been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on NCAA Division II athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.